Martial art builds mental strength. It just makes you feel like you're not going to give up. I remember when I first found out that my mom, she had a gallbladder cancer that was stage 4. I didn't want to give up. The first thing that came to my mind was that we will beat this. Hi, I'm Wesley De Souza. Currently, I am the General Manager of Evolve MMA at Orchard Central. I work with an amazing team. I really love this job because I don't think any other job out there could give me the kind of satisfaction. I meet so many of our students who come in here with a certain goal, whether it's to learn self-defense, whether it's to get fit, or whether some of them just want to be more confident, And, this job allows me to actually see them in that whole process. Before Evolve, I was in the logistics industry for almost 10 years, a very normal 8 to 5 desk-bound job. Back in 2011, I started off a website called thefightnation.com. Through running that website, I got to know a lot of people in the industry. That's when I got to know everyone here at Evolve. In December 2014, my granddad passed away from heart disease. He and me took care of the whole family together, and it was tough. Because for once in my life, I actually had to take full responsibility of everything. The amount of money I was making for my logistics job, to be quite frank, I didn't know what to do. In fact, I was planning to sell the house and try to look for welfare to help out, but Chatri found out of this difficulty that I probably would have gone through, and that's when he told me to just give it a try and come here for an interview. So I did. I came for the interviews, I went through the rounds, and I passed the interview. I was very nervous. I thought I wouldn't get it, but I did. And that's when I started my career at Evolve in sales. When I first started working here, I do admit it was really rough. So when I came here, I worked hard. I had to prove myself that I could do it, and within 4 to 5 months, I doubled, and there were some months where I tripled, 300% my salary as compared to my old job. And in December 2015, I was actually promoted to General Manager of Evolve Orchard Central, just 8 months after I started my job here. And that was amazing, For once in my life, after 10 years of working, someone actually had faith in me. Before I started Muay Thai, life for me was, the usual typical Singaporean life. I work 8 to 5, on the weekends, watch a movie, very mundane. But after I started Muay Thai, I had something to look forward to. If not for doing martial arts and Muay Thai, I would never be who I am today. I would say the best thing about training martial arts in general is the fact that, you never stop learning. It really humbles you. Every time you do Muay Thai, every time you do Jiu-Jitsu, it's always a learning process. No matter how good you think you are that day, there will always be, room to grow. I've been having weight problems my whole life, since the time I was born. Because my granddad kept giving me Big Macs all the time, to a point where I became like a Big Mac. My worst, I think when I was 11 years old, I weighed 92 kilos. When I was older, I would say when I was 28, 29, I was working out. And I lost weight, but still, I was I think maybe 81, 82 kilos. And then I did Muay Thai. 5 months, I went from 81, 82 to 69.
My favorite memory was when he was very fat. He was so chubby and so cute. When everywhere people will start pinching his backside, he would get angry with them. So and then they say, he's so cute. I love about him because he's very honest and very truthful. So whenever he do anything, he tell me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And very lovable. He look after me and the auntie very well.
So basically, I grew up with my granddad, my grandma, my mom and my aunt, But of course, there's a bit of story to that. When I grew up, the first 17 years of my life, I thought that I had a mom and dad and my two sisters. When I was 17, then I found out that my mom and dad were my grandparents. My sisters was my aunt and my mom. Basically my mom was a single mom. She was very sickly, but to make me feel that I was growing up in a family environment, my grandparents took me as their own. Just a year ago, my mom passed away from gallbladder cancer. Chemotherapy didn't help. After 2 months of chemo, they said it wasn't working. We went for a normal routine checkup. And then, basically the doctor said that, things are not going so well. He literally gave her 6 months left to live. That was hard to hear, but the hardest part was to come home. I remember the cab ride very well. We were joking that right now she can stop chemo and have a beer, but it didn't hide the fact that the hardest moment of my life would happen in 5 minutes, and that would be to tell my grandma and my aunt, with her next to me, that she was going to die. Nothing would prepare you for that. That all the emotions that you feel, and then you feel numb, and then you feel like you want to die.
I felt very terrible because I just lost my husband 1 year over already. And she came back with Wesley. She said, "Mom, I got no long to live." Few weeks only, she went to hospital again. She couldn't breathe. She caught pneumonia. She died.
Initially, I wanted to save her, but then I realized that no matter what I wanted to do, I couldn't save her. And instead of thinking that I don't want her to die, I just felt that if she's going to go, then she will go in a damn good way. Being here at Evolve helped me overcome the toughest times in my life, especially when I found out that my mom was going to die. After I told my grandma and my aunt that she was going to pass away very soon, everyone was crying. I picked up the phone and then I called my direct superior, and then 1 minute later, I got a phone call from Chatri. He told me that all I need to do right now is stay home, focus on my family. He would take care of me. My job was secured. I got paid completely, during the time I would be away. And right now, he just said that, Evolve doesn't need me right now, but my family does. And I would say that was like one of the best things and the greatest things that anyone could give me. He gave me the one gift that no one could ever top, and that was the last 2 months of my mom's life. Evolve has changed my life in so many aspects, It's hard to put my finger on one of it, I don't have to worry about whether I have enough financial capabilities of taking care of my family, It's made me look forward to actually going to work. I'm at a point of life right now where it doesn't really seem like a job anymore. I really enjoy doing what I want to do, through the good and through the bad times, I am Wesley De Souza, and I am a warrior.